Welcome everybody to another UFC event here on the channel. Tonight we have UFC Fight Night Sterling versus Silva live from the UFC Apex. 4 fights on the card. 4 fights on the card tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode last time. Hope you guys are ready for another good show. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. It really helps out and it tells me you want more of this style of content. But what we're going to do is we have our 4 fights. We're going to watch them just like last time. Minimal cuts. We'll watch the whole fights and be able to talk about what's going on inside that octagon. Nonetheless, we have a nice night of fights kept off by a big featherweight tilt between Aljamain Sterling and John Silva. But first, we will start off in the featherweight divisions. Arnold Allen versus Bryce Mitchell. All right, starting off with our tail of the tape. Arnold Allen and Bryce Mitchell. Allen 2 years the older, everything else virtually identical, but we're getting ready. Round number 1 here at the UFC Apex Arena. We are underway with UFC Fight Night, Sterling versus Silva. It'll be Arnold Allen in the red, Bryce Mitchell in the black, predominantly black trunks. Yeah, it's a big night for the featherweight division, our main event, but this is a solid tilt as well. You have Arnold Allen in the red. He's the 7th ranked featherweight in the world, fresh off a loss to the aforementioned John Silva earlier in January of this year. On the other hand, you have Bryce Mitchell, who won his last fight against Magomedov back last July. It's been almost a year since he last fought, but trying to get back in the win column. Featherweight champion is Volkanovski, who we know will fight Mayra in his next fight, whenever that one will be scheduled. But after that, I would say the featherweight division's pretty wide open, so a win here tonight could really help your case. And as Mitchell shoots for a takedown, gets stuffed by Allen. 4 fights on the card. You got featherweight, 2 featherweight two featherweight fights booked in the show. As there's a nice head kick from Mitchell. Women's Bantamweight division, as well as in our co-main event, the Middleweight division will be in highlights. Takedown attempt stuff there. Beautiful stuff by Allen as well. And Mitchell just pulls guard. Interesting. Allen did not take the bait. Overhead left connects from Mitchell. Allen eats it though, goes for a big overhand left of his own. Can't get in. A huge takedown by Mitchell. Immediately into side control. Beautiful explosion right into the mounts. Solid explosion there out of Bryce Mitchell. Hope you guys have enjoyed this series as we continue on the march for EA Sports UFC 6. I really did enjoy UFC 328 last week, and it was a lot of fun with the 2 title fights, crowning some new champions. And we're looking to continue that momentum as we get ready for the new game. I think I am going to continue this series we've done, not start over again. So all these fights do matter. Is Mitchell just teeing off right now on Allen, or at least he's trying to. Takes us back. This isn't where you want to be if you are Allen. As Mitchell just continues to work on the ground. Right. Mitchell is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 18-3 in his career. I mean, if you look at Mitchell's resume, I mean, doesn't really have a signature win. I would have to say is there's a nice elbow. He does own a win against Edson Barboza, but if you look at his 3 losses, they're Ilia Topuria, Josh Emmett, and John Silva. That's not the worst 3 losses to have. But right now, he is dominating Arnold Allen. Allen, on the other hand, 20-4 is his record. He's lost 3 of his last 4. But again, I mean, if you look at Allen's losses, they're Max Holloway, Mayra Ivoyev, and John Silva. So this is a good fight to figure out where these 2 guys stand in this featherweight division. And right now, it's Bryce Mitchell who's taking full advantage of it. It's been in this full mount position almost the entire first round here. So that was a minute 10 to work with as well. Tries to get back to his feet. Mitchell will not allow that to happen. Minute left to go here in round number 1. Mitchell passes into side control now, maybe thinking of a submission. North-south. Takes the back. And that black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just really showing off for Mitchell, who then hops on the back. Flips him over. I'm going to try to lock in the submission. Here's that arm triangle choke. Trying to get it from the side. This could be trouble. Has to break the grip. He does. And Allen will get out of it. I thought for sure he was done. Mitchell holds on to control. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Mitchell gets into full mount. And bring it into this first round of fighting. Dominant round out of Bryce Mitchell. Clearly the winner. I have it 10-9, but I could actually see that one going 10-8 for Mitchell. Thanks to his dominant top control there. I do think Allen got some stuff on the stand-up game when they were at that position. A hard elbow from the top, you can see there. But all MMA rounds start on the feet, so we'll get into round number 2. Back in the stand-up is here we go. Oh, foot caught. Mitchell spins him around. Allen takes center of the octagon. Ducks underneath. Nice body shot there. I like the idea of going to the body. Oh, nice jab. Oh, nice overhead. Left drops Mitchell. There's a knockdown for Allen. Got a cut opened up on the forehead as well of Mitchell. Shoots for a takedown. Could be a little bit of desperation. Allen stops it. And now it seems like starting to find some other. Another one to the body and another one. Mitchell in a lot of trouble here. As almighty Arnold Allen finally starts to find his rhythm. Thug nasty Bryce Mitchell takes him down center of the octagon. And here we go. Back to this. Already trying for an arm triangle. Allen got out of this once earlier. Can he do it again? Looks like it's in deep. And Allen will escape. Takes the back as well. And we can see what he can do with his first chance in dominant position. He's also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu underneath Mark Nixon. Oh, nice shots from the guard. It's been a good round out of Allen thus far. About 2 minutes in. A lot of scrambling going on. Hey, Mitchell's getting some nice offense in from the bottom, you gotta say. The butterflies in. Thinking armbar here from the bottom. Mitchell's trying to lock in an armbar. Couple of nice fists as well. Trying to bake that grip. Allen could be in a lot of trouble. The arm is extended, and there's the tap. Bryce Mitchell with an armbar submission here in the second round. You can see how bad that cut was on his forehead. Beautiful job out of Bryce Mitchell. Allen came out hot in round number 2. Mitchell able from his back to flip it into an armbar and able to get the submission. Beautiful job there out of Bryce Mitchell. It's now 2 wins in a row for him. But good job out of Bryce Mitchell. Winner here by armbar. Alright, next fight, we head to the women's bantamweight division. Our first women's bantamweight fight here on EA Sports UFC 5. Macy, Chiasson, and Mayra, Bueno, Silva up next. Alright, tail of the tape for this fight. Macy, Chiasson And Mayra, Bueno, Silva, Chiasson with the big reach advantage, 6 inches and 5 inches in height. We're underway here with our second fight of the evening. They touch gloves. Round number 1, this women's bantamweight fight between two back into the top 10 contenders. The number 7 Macy Chiasson versus number 8 Mayra Bueno Silva. Both these women could really use a win. Both on some losing streaks. Chiasson on a 2-fight losing streak, losing her last one last October to Yana Santos. While Bueno Silva's on a 4-fight losing streak, her last loss back in November. So not only could this keep you in line to try to get back on track, but a loss, I mean, specifically for Silva, could be the last time we see her fight in the octagon. Both fighters in an orthodox stance. Macy Chiasson in the red gloves, the blue tights, fighting out of Dallas, Texas. These two also have done battle once. This is a rematch back at UFC 303 2 years ago in June. It was Macy Chiasson who got the win by doctor stoppage in round number 2. That was the last time Chiasson actually won a fight. Meanwhile, it's been over 3 years since Bueno Silva last won. Nice combination there by Chiasson. It's met with a nice 1-2 from Silva. Nice 1-2 again. Both women trading strikes here. And both look crisp with their striking. Striking looks good from both. Ooh, there's a nice head kick. Kick to the body there. Seems like Macy able to use her kicks a little bit more than Silva. There's a nice kick up high. Using that reach advantage that she has, but Silva catches her nicely there. There, though, Chiasson gets inside. I don't think she really needs to use that to her full advantage. Nice kick to the Sao Paulo native. Nice body kick though from Silva. That might have stunned Macy. They continue to trade leather. Oh, up high kick. That was from up close too. I like what I see out of Macy. Nice dodge there. If you look at the records from both these ladies, they're also pretty close. A 10-5 record for Macy, and then Mayra with a 10-6-1 and 1 no contest. So both of these ladies looking for win at number 11. And Silva with a nice combination, backing up Macy against the cage. Trying to cut off the angle in these last 90 seconds. Nice uppercut. Nice another, nice, there's a trio of uppercuts landed. Chiasson could be in some trouble here. Chitara goes in again. Nickname him of Silva. Oh, he's a kick though. Those kicks from Macy have been lethal. Another uppercut though. That's fine. He gets away home. This is the big head kick that time. And left to go here in round number 1. Nice overhead right. Silva starting to find her way in the second half of this round. Oh, taken down. It's just more of a trip. Caught the legs out from underneath her. Quickly back to her feet, though. Shoots for a takedown. Doesn't get it. Macy just staying at that range. Keeping Silva at distance. Doesn't want to get caught with any more of those uppercuts. Nice job again. Bloodies the nose that time of Silva. That one definitely landed. Catches her again coming in. Those nice leg kicks though out of Silva. You can see buckling Macy a little bit. Nice combination, but clips though to Silva on Macy. Final 5 seconds here of round number 1. And that'll do it into it. A very competitive round. I think I give it to Chiasson, but a very much 1-2 back and forth. But if he keeps up at this pace, I don't know if we'll be seeing the judges' scorecards. But I think the striking overall of Macy, doing a good job keeping Silva at range, is able to get enough for round number 1 in my book. Alright, we head to round number 2 now. As we are ready to go. Mutual sign of respect once more. Here in the women's bantamweight division, the champion Kayla Harrison still dealing with that neck injury. We know her and Amanda Nunes will probably have a date at some point for that title, but just kind of like the featherweight earlier we talked about, this women's bantamweight division is pretty wide open. Up to anybody else to really start to snag an opportunity. Nice overhand right though from Chiasson. And see Silva on wobbly legs. Macy trying to pin her against the cage. Takes her down there, but a beautiful job flipping it over, and all of a sudden Silva is in the top position, and both these ladies able to show off their brown belts in jiu-jitsu now from this position. Looks like maybe trying to lock in a triangle here is Chiasson for the bottom. Won't be able to. And she flips it over though. Beautiful job reversing. And now finds herself in full mount. Trying to open up some punches now. You can see that nose bladed up from earlier. Those punches are going to hurt. Doing a lot of damage here. Again, these are straight shots. Oh. Silva's got to try to find a way to get out of this mount position. There it is. Beautiful job. Get her hips back underneath her. At least get half guard. Can't let her get back into full mount, though. And there it is. Back into full mount. 3 minutes. Oh, elbow almost connects. I think she missed a little bit. All back into full mount again. Halfway through this fight, that's a big right elbow. Can't keep taking more shots of that. Gets the half guard back underneath her again. But Macy just smothering her on the ground. You can see busting up Silva. Shitara could be in a lot of trouble here with 2 minutes left to go in the round number 2. Not much action going on right now. Nice elbow. Silva can't keep taking those shots. Those are doing damage. She looks like she's eating those. I gotta tell you, those are definitely taking control. Oh, nice straight left that time. Ever since that reversal in the top position, Macy just dominating this. Couple more strikes. And a good job, Silva, able to get the guard back. But now you got to try to use your hips, get the butterflies back, start working your way up to your feet. As Daniel Cormier likes to say, it's a process to get back to your feet. Macy's not allowing her to get that process. Now she gets the full guard back. Butterflies. Well, we saw this work earlier, trying an armbar here. It worked for Bryce Mitchell earlier, but Macy able to quickly get out. Now she's back into a dominant side control position with a minute left to go here in round number 2. 40 seconds to go. It seems like it will be Macy who's able to end this. No, actually, I say that. Beautiful counter to Silva. I did not see that one coming. I thought Macy would definitely end this one in the dominant position. And Silva quickly wants to get it back to the feet. 30 seconds left to go here in round number 2. Don't know if I agree with that decision. I think Silva could have used that time to buy it on the ground after all the damage she just took. Here she is connecting on Chiasson. Macy again, that range. Final 10 of round number 2. A 6-inch reach advantage and those kicks paying dividends. That'll be the end of round number 2. Again, nice win of the round for Chiasson. I have her up 20-18 through 2 of the 3 rounds. These are just dominant shots from the top. Those big elbows. I'm surprised Silva was able to eat all of those. These are big time shots. Most of them getting through. But it's a 3-round fight, and it's time for the last round. Let's get it on. Again, they touch gloves. The respect from these two ladies. I mean, you got to admire the toughness out of Silva, who's still fighting, but eats a head kick there. Oh, she's stumbling. Chiasson closing the distance fast. Got her up against the cage. There's a big left. Another right. Takes the back. Just slams her down into side control. Chiasson looking good here. So begin round 3, and if you're in a Silva's corner, this is not what you want to see. Already back to this position. Took her a lot to get up last time. But here she is, taking the back. Actually trying to Darce choke here. Trying to Darce choke Chiasson. I think this is her only way of victory is to get a submission. Chiasson could be in some trouble, but the arm is through, and that's going to allow her to get back into north-south. Macy able to whittle that arm through and not allow the choke to fully game, but Silva does find herself in a side control. I mean, Mayra's done a good job this fight. She's taking a lot of damage, but she's not giving up. I mean, I don't think there's been a 10-8 round thus far. Now Silva has about 345, trying to posture up here from half guard. She knows she might need a finish to win this fight. As you see Chiasson trying to get back to her feet, trying to get established as butterflies, now trying to maybe look in a arm triangle. Or we saw her use this to flip her over earlier in the fight. These are hard elbows from the bottom. Able to get the full guard back, but only momentarily. You see Macy's trying to lock in that submission. Three minutes left to go. Try to pin that arm again. Silva's got to be careful. I think she's doing a good job not allowing her arms to seep down. Here she is again. Every single time they scramble from the bottom, Macy's able to put that foot behind the head. That's the first step in trying to lock in that submission. Halfway through round number 3, we get back to our feet. Oh, head kick. Again, Silva eats it, though. She's taking a lot of damage, but she keeps on firing. Gets clipped there with a couple of punches. Could this be the moment? These are unprotected. Silva's got to get the hands up, and there's a front kick. Drops her. But she gets back to her feet. Eats another elbow. Well, no, half minute 40. And we're going to get a stop for a doctor's look at the cut.
You ready to fight? You ready? Do it. Work, come on.
Let's get it going. Let's go continue this. Let's do it.
Final 45 seconds. "20 seconds left to go. They trading shots. Alright, this fight does see the judges' scorecard pretty back and forth. I have it from Macy, but it's up to the judges now.
Your winner by unanimous decision.
Alright, good win for Macy there. She's able to get the victory by unanimous decision. 29-28. They gave the first round to Silva. All three of them did. I don't know if I agree with that. I had 30-27, but yeah, good win for Macy there. Alright, up next we have our co-main event time in the middleweight division. Kelvin Gastelum versus Sharabutdin, or Sharabutdin Magomedov, if you want the full name. Alright, our co-main event time. Tail the tape for these two. You can see Kelvin Gastelum, Sharabutdin. Gastelum 3 years the elder, but Magomedov has the reach advantage. This is co-main event time. We are underway between these two. Southpaw stance for Gastelum. Magomedov in the orthodox red, while Gastelum is in the green. Two fighters who won their last fights in very similar positions here in the middleweight division. Gastelum was victorious last September. Magomedov was victorious last July. Should be a very interesting contest here in the middleweight division that's currently ruled by Kingpin Khamzat Chimaev. We will see in action at UFC 329 on International Fight Week, where he defends the title against Sean Strickland. More about that event and particularly that matchup after this fight. We have some big news to break for the summer. Oh, nice front kick there by Magomedov. Kelvin Gastelum, who seems to have been alternating wins and losses. He's 3-2 in his last 5, so hopefully for him that does not continue, because that means this one it would be a loss. Sharabutdin, 16-1 in his career. Only lost to Michael Venom Page last February. As he goes for a high knee there, gets dropped though by Gastelum. I don't know if I'm Shara if I continue to throw those. Nice straight right though. Gastelum, a little jumping punch and a beautiful quick combination. Magomedov looks quick as well. A takedown by Gastelum. First one of the fight. Now he's got 3 minutes on the ground. Quickly finds himself into full mount. Gastelum is a black belt in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Well, Bullet's more of a kickboxer. He's got a little bit of Muay Thai and Sambo background, though. Gastelum has 20 victories. 5 of them are by submission. Wow, Shara's never had a fight go to a submission. 16 wins, 12 knockouts for him. This is a good fight. To see if Bullet's the real deal. Trying to get out from underneath. Gastelum did a good job controlling him here in round number 1. Looks to take the back. He does. 2 minutes. Gets the hooks in. Rolls him over right into half guard. And Shara will get back to his feet. Nice head kick right out of it, though. Say Shara has the better record, 16-1. Gastelum's 20-10-1, no contest. But Gastelum does have the experience. Has fought for an title before. I do think I give the edge to Magomedov if I was a betting man here in our co-main event. Oh, nice combination. It looked like the feet went out for a second underneath Bullet. He fires back with a huge kick to the body. It's just a lot of power. Oh, there's a jumping head kick for Magomedov. Feels like he has so much more in his punches from the Dagestan native. Cut Gastelum there as we have a minute left in round number 1. 50 seconds to go here in the first round. Oh, nice overhand left, catches him. Gastelum has Bullet on wobbly legs. Got to capitalize. Oh, I think Shara got a little hesitant there. He's using the kicks and the feet nicely. That was a big overhand left, though, from Gastelum. Look for him to go that way again. I mean, you can just see the size of Magomedov. He just kind of towers over Gastelum. Oh, goes up high. Beautiful kick. This is why he has 12 knockouts to his name. And with that, that will bring it into the first round. Good round there. I don't know. That's a close one. I think Magomedov landed more significant. I think Gastelum did rock Sharabutdin and did have the takedown. I think overall the offense out of Magomedov was better, but I could see that one being a 10-9 round for Gastelum. I have it 10-9 for Magomedov, though.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round number 2. Here we go. Touch gloves. Gastelum able to get the first strike. Nice dodge there out of Magomedov. Oh, nice front kick. And we know how dangerous these Dagestan fighters are. I mean, Khabib, Islam, like, very good. Could Sharabutdin be the next big thing from that area? If he can right the ship and start to get back in those win column post Michael Page, then yes. And this will be 2 in a row if he's able to get the victory. Gastelum's also looking for 2 in a row. The fighters just continue to trade strikes. The fighters look a little hesitant to really get in and start throwing combinations. I think both are worried about the counter, but Magomedov makes the move there. And here's Gastelum in the clinch, not for long. Goes for another takedown and trying to work on that single leg, but Magomedov shrugs it off. Good job there on that takedown defense. And Magomedov just using his size, using his range. Saw this work a second ago for Macy. Nice combination strike on Gastelum there. Both fighters just a little timid. Yes, the respect for the other one's knockout power. Oh, there's a big connection out of Gastelum. Again, that one gets through. And Gastelum does have 6 wins by knockout as well. Combination strikes as we're halfway through this fight. Gastelum listening to the advice of his corner there. Starts to push forward, takes the center of the octagon, gets him to clinch. Fighting Magomedov, excuse me, is going for a lot of these like jumping, kind of high-profile strikes. Gastelum just kind of taking that space when he can, landing those big counter shots. He feigns the takedown there. I mean, they're high risk, high reward. And nobody able to or willing to really engage in a prolonged striking combination. It seems like both just looking for that counter. And there's a nice overhand left, and I think that's why Magomedov's not going after it a lot. He's hitting a lot of those overhand lefts. They are landing for Gastelum. Just stay on that. There's another straight left. Nice combination again. More combination strikes. Nice jab. Trying to keep Gastelum at bay with a minute left to go here in round number 2. You hear Herb Dean a couple of times telling him to work because Gastelum again gets the counter. Nice question mark kick out of Magomedov though. Final 30 seconds, round number 2. It's been a close round 2. Oh, nice combination there. There's a drop. Magomedov looking for the finish now into half guard. Trying to posture up on Gastelum. Could be bad news. He's got him busted. Oh, there's a flying punch. I thought he was going to let him up. Instead, Gastelum able to flip it into mount. Going to try to lock in an armbar here. Final 5. I think Magomedov will hold on. Man, he will, but a very high octane into that round. After what was mostly a slow round for both. Ended with the bang. It depends on how you want to use that or how do you want to score that. Big knockdown. You can see the start of it here. And I think that might have given Magomedov the round win, in my opinion. I think Gastelum was winning it, and he did end up in a top control. But a big knockdown there, followed with a huge overhand right. It was that jab, or that right cross. A nice 1-2-3 combination. So with that, I have it 2018 for Bullet, but I could see it low-key being 2018 for Gastelum. So pivotal round number 3 here. Let's see if Gastelum's able to get his wits about him again. But I like what Kelvin saw at the end of that round as well. He had him in an arm bar. Maybe that gives him some thinking that he could get a potential submission victory if he wants to look for it. Nice. That time Magomedov catches him in. Gastelum shoots for the takedown. He gets it. And this is where it should get a little intriguing. Well, I don't want to say that. They're quickly back to the feet, so the takedown is essentially negated. Gastelum going for it again. This time drags him down with a single leg into half guard and quickly into full mount. And I want to see if he wants to attack that submission game again. Got 4 minutes. A lot of scrambling going on here. You can see Bullet trying to get away. He wants to get it back to the feet. I don't blame him. Gastelum trying to keep him down. Is Sharabutdin trying to reverse, though, and he will. And this could also get interesting. Magomedov, a Sambo fighter, could use that here, but he actually gives up his back. These two just continue to trade dominant positions. Gastelum, though, continues to hold on. Now he takes full guard, but quickly back to the field. It's a very effective scramble. 3 minutes left to go here in this fight. I agree with the corner. Time to let those hands go. Let it all hang out these last 3 minutes. Combination there. Gastelum shoots for a takedown. I actually thought about it. Actually backs him over with a kick. Oh, that one buckles him. And Gastelum's been effective with his strikes, too. This is a very back-and-forth fight. Now Gastelum catches him with a combination. There's a knockdown. Shar quickly back to his feet, though. Counters with an uppercut of his own. I feel like this fight truly hangs in the balance. I feel like both have done some damage on the other. One big-time shot could be the KO punch. Magomedov's never been finished in his career. Gastelum's also never been knocked out. We see a change with 2 minutes left. Nice left straw. Gastelum just trying to find his way inside the bigger fighter. Seconds left to go here. Gastelum backing him up against the cage. So Gastelum's had the octagon control, though. And at 20 left now. Nice inner leg kick. And at 10 left here in round number 3. Gastelum looks a little fatigued here. You can see slowing down a little bit. Only got 45 seconds to go now. Nice combination. Keep his hands a little lower, though. You gotta be careful there. Magomedov does have knockout power. There's a left hook. Gastelum eats it. Final 30. Takedown, shoots for it. Here's his corner, but he gets stuffed. Magomedov, nice takedown defense there. Final 10 seconds of this fight. A front kick. Gastelum eats it. Oh, gets knocked down here. Will he see the bell? 3 seconds. Magomedov looking for the finish, and he won't get it. That'll end the bell. And for the second time, we ended on the ground after mostly being in the stand-up. Pretty competitive fight back and forth. Gastelum started that round strong, but Magomedov finished it. Depends on how you want to score that one. It's a close fight, but I do have it to go in the way of Magomedov. And they do give it to Shara by unanimous decision. You can see Gastelum a little upset with that decision. It was a close one. But they do give it to Sharabutdin. Judge scorecards 29-28. So I had it the same. I thought Gastelum won the third round, but I did give it to Magomedov for rounds 1 and 2. So now it's almost main event time. But before we get to the main event, we have a couple of fight announcements to make. We'll start off with the smaller of the two. UFC Fight Night 282, July 25th, will take place in Abu Dhabi. And we do have our main event for that fight. It will be a welterweight clash between Belal Muhammad and Daniel Rodriguez. It's an interesting fight. Muhammad former welterweight champion, has lost 2 in a row and sits at number 6. Will battle unranked Daniel Rodriguez, who's won 3 in a row and looks for a big step up. And we'll see if that will all take place in Abu Dhabi. But the other announcement, kind of the bigger of the two, UFC 329, our International Fight Week, has a new main event. It's Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland for the middleweight title. This was originally the co-main event, but it's been bumped up to the main event spots because instead of taking place at UFC 329, Alex Pereira and Carlos Ulberg for the light heavyweight title will instead take place at UFC 330 in our return to MGM Grand. Yes, we will have an event at MGM Grand Garden, the longtime home for all of our Las Vegas fights. This time we pay the MGM Grand Garden Arena a little bit of love again. As for the first time since 2016, 10 years in the making, we return to MGM. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited for these announcements. If you want to stay up to date with all the fights and the events, I have the spreadsheet linked in the description where you can stay up to date with all the fights that have gone down, the future, as well as the current event. But now that we got those big time decisions out the way, it's time for our main event here. Aljamain Sterling, John Silva in the featherweight division. Alright, our tail of the tape for our main event clash. Aljamain Sterling, John Silva. Sterling is the elder, has the slight reach advantage as we get ready for a 5-round fight here in the featherweight division as we are underway as they touch gloves. Silva goes for a quick front kick and does not connect. Sterling in the green, Silva in the yellow. And a very pivotal fight here, I would say, in this featherweight division. We talked about this earlier in the opening contest, but other than we know Volkanovski and Evoyev up next, this is a pretty wide open division. These are two of the higher ranked competitors that have actually won their last fight. Sterling victorious over Brian Ortega in August, and Silva beat Arnold Allen back in January. So a quick 2-fight winning streak for either of these competitors could be what they need to potentially get the next title shot. Especially for a fighter like Aljamain Sterling, who's been very successful since coming back down to featherweight. Or moving up to featherweight, I should say. He's 2-1. His only loss of that one was to Movsar Evoyev. And it was a very close fight as well. He could have easily beaten Movsar on that night. Sterling, the former UFC Bantamweight champion. On the other side, you have John Silva, 17-3. A prospect with a big test here against a former champion. His only loss was to Diego Lopez back in September. Well, at least his only loss in the UFC. Sterling shoots for a takedown. He's a very good wrestler. Doesn't get it though. Good defense out of Silva. Sterling's been calling out Volkanovski recently. I think a win here could really set that up. That's if Volkanovski even gets by Evoyev. Overhead left though from Silva. Nice 1-2 from Sterling. Trying to keep him at range of that jab. Has that 2-inch reach advantage. Silva will switch stance. You can see switch more to an orthodox stance. Sterling fighting out of the southpaw. Spinning kick to the body. Catches him with a punch. Silva came in. There's a nice another kick to the body. That lands. That one drops Silva. Catches him coming in with a kick to the chest. Judges will definitely pay attention to that. As Sterling shoots for another takedown. And Silva 2 for 2 on takedown defenses. Good job there. You know, Aljo would probably rather take it to the mat, but there's a big-time spinning kick. The man nicknamed Lord with it across his chest. Spinning kick, that one clips Silva. Aljo Funk Master, they call him as well, showing off the style. And now he shoots for a single leg again, stuffed. 0 for 3 on takedowns thus far. It's been good for Silva. Sterling's a former NCAA Division III All-American in wrestling. Minute 20 left to go here in the opening round. 5 fights here in our main event. Overhand left. That was a big shot from Silva. Sterling, the 5th ranked featherweight. Silva, the 6th. So a spot in the top 5. Definitely on the line here. Silva catches him with a nice counter. Or actually, Sterling catches him. You can see Sterling will switch his stances as well. Now fighting an orthodox. A couple of shots to the body, then follows with a nice hook upstairs. Good combination of the former UFC Bantamweight champion. Did a good job as Bantamweight champion as well. Sterling knows what it takes to get to the top, and not only that, and defend his belts. Won the Bantamweight titles, defended it 3 times, broke the record for most consecutive Bantamweight title defenses with those 3. Well, he gets caught, though, there by Silva. Got to be careful. The record was since tied by former champion Marab. 3 seconds left to go here in round number 1. And that'll do it. It was a very competitive round number 1. I think both fighters doing a good job showcasing their striking. We talked about the 3 takedown stuff from Silva. Close round number 1, though. I think I do give it to Sterling. Silva landed some good shots, but I think Sterling landed more volume and also landed some effective strikes. We still have a long ways to go here. We're into round number 2. The fighters coming out in orthodox stance as they touch gloves. A spinning kick to the body. Oh, it gets caught that time by Silva. I was going to say, Sterling doing, I think, a pretty good job of going low to the body and following up upstairs, changing levels on Silva. Silva looks for a high kick. Nice job by Aljo to dodge. Nice job dodge that straight left. Nice jab. Silva 49% strikes and landed. Significant strikes. I'll go up with that nice little combination. As you see, they both switched to a southpaw stance now. Both fighters very comfortable switching stances. Nice left cross. Silva, nice job stuffing the takedown there. I thought Sterling would finally get one. Now 0 for 4 from Aljo, and has given up his back as they fight for hand control. And now Silva finds himself in side control. Touched on earlier the wrestling ability of Sterling. Comfortable off his back. But Silva is a much bigger fighter than he is, but here he is trying to lock in an arm triangle. Silva, nice job. It seems like he's got his hands locked. And he will get out. Three minutes left to go here in our round number 2. Sterling tries to get back to his feet. Silva will pin him down. Silva's fought as high as lightweight in his career, so he's kind of a bigger featherweight. While Sterling's been mostly a bantamweight for his time in the UFC as a former champ with a nice combination as they get back to their feet. To the body lands. Feigns the takedown. Nice shots there by Silva. With just trading combinations. And that one catches him. You can see Sterling's nose a little bloody now. Shoots, stuffed. Very impressed with the takedown defense. Sterling even pulls guard as he gets back to his feet. But Silva's done a good job with the defense. That's where Sterling's dominated the majority of his fights. Silva's been able to keep it standing. Sterling's done a good job, though, in his defense, or to his credit, in the stand-up. Into the body. 90 seconds to go here, round number 2. To the body again from Silva. Ball goes up top, misses. Silva looks like maybe he's fatiguing a little bit. Sterling, really good cardio. And he looks like in good shape. Catches the kick, tries to follow with one of his own. So I feel like if this does get into deep waters, we could see Aljo with the advantage. And Silva finally gets taken down. Took 5 attempts, but Aljamain Sterling finally to take this one to the mat. See what the former wrestling NCAA All-American can do. Only got 30 seconds on the clock here in round number 2, and Silva's already back to his feet, but so Sterling quickly takes him down. A couple of shots to the rib cage. And Silva. Final 10 seconds to go here in round number 2. And that'll do it for 2 rounds. Another tight round. I'll give it to Sterling. I could see Silva winning that round, but Sterling did end the fight on the ground in a dominant position. So I'll give it to Aljo, but again, I can see that round going to Silva. Here's a nice job by John to catch Sterling coming in as we go into the 3rd round of this potential 5. Both fighters starting to show some wear and tear. Oh, nice kick from Sterling. Wears the green thanks to his Jamaican heritage. Sterling looks like he has a cut above his right eye as well. He's a little teetering here. Silva with some combinations. Open up round number 3. Oh, there's a nice left. Switching stances a little bit here in the center of the octagon. Nice hook there from Aljo. Very competitive fight here in the featherweight division. There's a nice high kick, and now Silva's on the back foot. Sterling trying to pin him in. Sterling not known for his ability to finish. Silva's been better on the strikes percentage landed. Oh, there's a nice kick. The knee to the body there. Oh, there's a spinning kick to the temple. Aljo's been very good with his feet, including that one right there. Silva catches Sterling. Back and forth these fighters go. Sterling's only been knocked out twice in his career. Only one for Silva. His other 2 losses came by decision. A spinning back elbow. That one just misses. Connected more of Sterling's shoulder. Oh, that was kicked. Nice kick to the inner thigh. Forces Funkmaster to switch his stances. Both fighters very lethal with their kicks thus far. halfway through this fight here as we're halfway through round number 3. Not sure if we'll see all 5 rounds. We've yet to have a fight in this series go all 5 rounds. Our main event last week in the UFC 328 was the farthest we went. Initiates a clinch here from Sterling. Silva quickly gets the better advantage, though. That was not a smart decision by the former champion. Nice kick to the body. That's going to wear down the smaller Silva, or Sterling, I should say. Nice kick. Drops Silva momentarily. So we're trying to find some space, maybe back up a little bit. 90 seconds to go here in round number 3. Sterling shoots for a takedown. He gets it. After starting off 0-5, he's 2 for 2 on his last 2 takedowns. Now trying to knee bar here. Trying to knee bar on Silva. This could be trouble. I think Silva thought about tapping, but he's able to get out. Silva's never been submitted before in his career. Minute left to go here in round number 3 as Sterling tries to posture up from the full guard position. Gotta be careful from Silva, though. He's got 3 submissions of his own right. Sterling, on the flip side, has also never been submitted. Actually owns 8 submission victories. I had a submission, though, since Corey Sanhagen back in 2020. And right now he finds Darstug locked in on Silva. Could be trouble. Ties up the leg, and there's the tap. No choice from Silva but to tap. And Funk Master Aljamain Sterling has the victory here in our main event. Beautiful transition to a Darstug, and right as I'm talking about Silva never been finished by submission in his MMA career. Well, he gets submitted here tonight by Sterling, who's now won 2 in a row and has made his case for a potential shot at the title.
And your winner by submission.
Sterling gets it done in our main event. Good performance there, but speaking of performances, let's see where the bonuses are going to go. And they're both going to go to the main event. That's going to get Fight of the Night, and Sterling's going to get another Performance of the Night bonus to add to his resume. His second ever Performance of the Night. And like I said, sets himself up nicely for a potential future shot at the featherweight title. But that's going to do it for here on this fight, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Next up, we will be off next weekend, but in 2 weeks we'll have another fight night. Arman Sarukian will be in the main event, facing off in a rematch against Matus Gamrot from the UFC Apex. That one will be a very interesting one. We're building up to about a month from now. It's actually a little less than a month now. Our big event at the Spear, the greatest spectacle in UFC history. Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje, undisputed lightweight title on the line in the main event. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please let me know in the comments section below, and I'll bring more to this to you guys. And subscribe. Reality Booking. We'll see you at the next show.